Isn't reading to a preschooler one of the greatest joys of life? Their attention spans are long, their curiosity is insatiable, and their interests stretch all over the world. Sometimes we want to rush our preschoolers into reading, so we point out letters and quiz them on what sound it makes, and while this isn't a bad idea, I found that my kids quickly tire of this. Learning what sound a D makes is not the reason they chose the book. They want to enjoy the story without interruptions. But pausing to think about what you read while you read is a crucial skill in developing true literacy. So next time, skip the phonics lesson and instead pause to deepen their understanding of the book and the reading process. From the Reading to Toddlers video, you've already learned about visualizing, predicting, and making connections. These skills continue to build in the preschool years, and you can begin to ask deeper questions and to summarize. So in part 1 of this 2-part video, let's talk about predicting. Now, if I showed you this sentence, you probably in your brain would fill in pasture or farm, and if I put a B in there, you might fill in barn. You knew it wasn't balloon or bat cave, and why did you know that? Because you predict what makes sense. Reading is really just checking your prediction. Let's see how you can help your preschooler with this skill. What do you think is going to happen in this book?
Can grow antlers.
She's going to grow antlers? Yeah, from the picture it looks like. Why do you think she grows antlers? What do you think? Now, do you think that there's going to be a dragon in this story?
No.
No, probably not. It doesn't look like a fairy tale. Do moles usually dress up in overalls and a tunneling hat and use a shovel?
No.
No.
They're naked and they don't have a shovel. They just use their hands.
Generally speaking, yes. So do you think this book is going to be about like a real life mole, or it's going to be a story about a mole who acts kind of like a person?
A fake story about a mole and acts like. Oh.
Well, I'd like to read a story about a mole who acts like a person. Let's see what he does.
Yep.
So it's that simple. As you look at the cover of the book, talk about what might be inside. Talk about what type of story it is. You know that a story about a cow probably takes place on a farm. A dragon doesn't usually pop up in a book about a school. Help your child to see patterns. Now, this is not a place to quiz your child. Since kids are natural imitators, modeling is always the best way to teach a skill. It helps to take the pressure off. The second way to predict is based on plot. And this is as simple as asking things like this. Now, do you think she's going to go a little faster now that she has wings? Along? What do you think they're going to do? How do you think they're going to get rid of these antlers?
I don't know.
Could they saw them off? That might hurt. Again, this isn't a quiz, but if you find your child keeps making illogical predictions, you might help them strengthen this skill by reminding them about what had happened before. Help them see the patterns. Modeling is always the best way to do it. Lastly, good readers are constantly predicting what word makes sense next. And this is where all those rhyming and repetition books can come in handy. They have obvious patterns. And it's as simple as pausing. She ate and she crawled. She crawled and she
ate.
She ate so much she crawled right out of her
Skin.
I gotta go, I gotta go.
Gotta go to Mexico.
Along the way she met a
grasshopper
who said, "Where are you going, creepy crawly bug?" Pausing. That's the secret to helping your child develop these skills, because that's essentially what engaged readers do. Their brains pause and think while they're reading, even if it's just momentarily. And do you see that? When a kid is truly engaged with a story, he loves it. And you can help him get that, the joy of a good story. Now in part 2, we're going to learn how to ask deeper questions and how to help our preschoolers summarize. And as always, if you want to learn more, you can check out the accompanying articles or the other videos, Reading to Toddlers and Reading to Grade Schoolers, that are all at thepowerofmoms.com.